think about last night, I was thinking about my various visits to the White House. I've lived a privileged life and met, I think, the past 5 presidents prior to President Trump. The first one was in 1984, and Ronald Reagan was president. And he invited my mom and me 6 months after my dad was killed in a terrorist attack. And President Reagan and Vice President Bush invited us into the Oval Office and spent about half an hour with us, thanking us for my dad's service. He was in education, thanking us for my dad's commitment to trying to share American values in the Middle East, trying to promote peace in the Middle East. And all I could think of last night was the contrast of what has happened in 35 years. And there was no regard for whose side you were on politically, political party, anything like that. It was just you were an American, and the office held such dignity and respect, both from the people who were visiting and especially from the people who sat inside it. And it's just sad that it's come crashing down and that we are now living this. And I realize the horse was out of the barn a long time ago on this, but for me personally, this was my experience with, wow, has the office sunken low. And so my hope is that we can find a mature unifier from either party to sit in that chair and try to restore some dignity to the Oval Office again. And I think it'll happen. For my country, I love my country, despite what President Trump said yesterday. I work really, really hard on a lot of things off the floor, and one of those things is I don't want people to feel what my family felt when my father was killed. I know what it feels like to have a family member ended by a bullet. So that's a passionate subject for me. So I research it. I'm involved with various organizations, constantly meeting with people, fundraising. This is part of my life. As far as North Korea, I don't know much about North Korea. As far as the Ukraine situation, I don't really know that much about the Ukraine situation. So we could just go around the world if you want, and maybe I'll pinpoint a couple other ones that I feel comfortable about. But this whole thing is so ridiculous. We're fortunate in this country to have free speech. I exercise that, but part of having free speech is also electing not to speak if you don't feel comfortable about something.